Yeah, great question again. I think as coaches and as leaders in general, and you said it, anybody really, you want to be comfortable.
Okay. Yeah.
People like to be comfortable. They like a rhythm. They like to know what's around the corner. And actually, the best coaches, they have a rhythm. They have a way of working. They have consistency in their behaviors. The players like that.
Hmm.
Um, but what I've learned is that over time, too much consistency, too much continuity, while early in the process that leads to performance, because when you have consistency and continuity, then your chances for consistent performance, your percentages for that are better.
Hmm.
But then
That makes sense.
eventually there's a curve where actually that you start to see decreased performance because they're not stimulated enough. They're
Mm-hmm.
not motivated enough. That they lose that vision if you're not careful in redefining the vision. So the analogy I use is you're trying to get to the top of a mountain. The top of the mountain is the goal that you want to accomplish. In our case, the trophy, MLS Cup. You start at the bottom and you climb and you climb and you climb and you know where you're going. You're going to get there, right? And nothing's stopping you from getting there. You're going to get there. But what happens is when you get there finally and you win the trophy, people try to stay there.
Hmm.
And
How
now
do you mean stay there?
they try to stay on top. They try to stay on top, and even punditry, okay, they'll talk about you're defending the trophy. You're on top defending the trophy. And that gets in your player's head. And you start to think, oh, I'm defending a trophy. I'm fighting everybody off. I'm at the top the next year. I'm fighting it off.
So you're playing
And
not to lose.
yeah, and you're now not climbing towards a
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah.
You're fighting this, I guess, fighting something. And so what I always say is you're not at the top of the mountain anymore. Top of the mountain, the air is thin. You can't stay up there. You're not fighting people off. You have to come all the way down again, reset. In some cases, pick a new mountain or pick a new path,
Hmm.
because the next year you're not defending anything. It's a whole new year. It's a whole new trophy. Your goals are different. You
Yeah.
have to climb again and probably have to climb even harder. And I think people just they get complacent through success. They lose hunger, they lose motivation, they don't adapt. And so what I've learned, you have to redefine your goals. In some cases, make sure the players and the coaches you work with are still stimulating you, are still able to climb the mountain again. They
Mm-hmm.
still want to climb the mountain, because what happens,
Wow.
Larry, is when you have success, you think you've arrived. You think you've
Yeah.
made. You think the next year it's just going to be automatic, or maybe you don't even want to do it again because you've lost your motivation to do it. And so,
Yeah.
if you see players, their performance drop or their motivation drop, you try to help them get back to where they were, or keep going higher, and staff as well. Otherwise, unfortunately, you have to make changes with the people, because in my job, unfortunately, people stop performing.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing in my job, is to make changes with a group that I've just won with.
Yeah.
And so that's why ultimately I chose to leave Portland, because it was either going to be I'm going to need to leave, or I'm going to need to change my players that I just won a trophy with, or staff members I just won a trophy with. And that's why I prefer when that curve starts to drop, that's when I'm going to leave.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Because I'm a loyal guy. I'm a loyal guy. I want to go in, set a goal, drive things, create a culture, create a style of play. While it's exciting, it's fresh. We're in the honeymoon. Let's go for it. I know we're going to win it, and we've always won a championship everywhere I've gone. So, am I leaving Columbus? No, because this is the first time I want to win it again. This is the first job I'm going to win it again, and I've learned a lot through Akron and not winning it again, and knowing I had to leave or thinking I had to leave. In Portland, the same.
Yeah.
And so this is a new leadership challenge for me
Yeah.
because I want to win the second one in the same club.